Feel like it was when you were 19?
Nah, I don't feel no different.
How do you like to celebrate?
Yesterday I went out to dinner with my girl, and then I'll just be chilling, playing a game, watching TV.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
You've been playing well. Do you feel like you've been playing your best basketball lately for yourself?
I feel like I've been playing pretty well, but it's always room for improvement. Like I said earlier in the season, I don't assess myself until the end of the season because I know how the season goes. And you can't get too high, can't get too low. So I know there's more room for improvement. I'm nowhere near playing my best, but we've been winning a lot of games, and I've been playing well.
What are the types of things you have been working on, though?
I've been working on different aspects of my game. I didn't want to be labeled as a two-level scorer, whether I either go to the basket or I shoot a three. I want to be labeled as a three-level scorer. So I've been working on my different finishes, mid-range pull-ups, the middle game, because I feel like that is a great tool to have, and that's a long lost tool.
What's been accomplished this week with an extended period between games?
Lots of reps, lots of shots in a weight room, getting a lot of rest, a lot of sleep.
You've only been here for your second year. You've seen Northwestern a few times. What do you know about what they do as a program and how they play?
I mean, it's like they're from Illinois, so the rivalry, it's like the games are always intense. The games are always like a championship type of game because it's like we both from Illinois and we both in the Big Ten, so like let's see who's the best.
Is there any added pressure now that you guys are ranked?
No. Like Coach said, a ranking doesn't mean anything. That's just like a number that they just put through the machine. So we still hungry. We still looking for more because we still remember all the things people said we wasn't ranked. We still remember all the things that was said. We lost to Arizona and Missouri and things like that. So I just tell locker room, don't get too high, don't get too low. Stay level-headed.
What was that week like? Not having a game, just working on fundamentals and trying to rest your legs.
I mean, our practice would be more tougher than games, so it was cool. We got lots of reps up, lots of shots up, put in lots of new sets, and just have fun.
What would you attribute to the success you guys have been having here since the new year started? I know there's been some adjustments made, but do you feel like more it's been about gelling and coming together as a team?
Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier in the beginning of the year, Rome wasn't built overnight, so we still had to adjust and still had to get known as a team and get better as a team, and I feel like we did that. So we just have to keep getting better, keep working, keep bonding, keep building that chemistry.
I go back to that first Northwestern game last year at Welsh Ryan, and it was kind of the snafu at the end there with the bobble and the missed shot. How far away from that, where you guys were at that point, are you guys now? And do you think back to that game at all?
Yeah, I mean, I remember that game. I remember all my losses in my life, and that was a tough game. I remember AJ turning to three at the end of the game. So that was tough. I mean, I remember in the locker room, that was a tough loss. But that's long lost gone. We're a whole different team, whole different mindset, much different. We just coming out here tomorrow and just go play our game and try to get the win.
You say not getting too high or not getting too low. How do you do that? How do you stay in the moment all the time when it's not going as well like it was earlier in the year and then now when things are going?
I mean, you got to stay level-headed. You got to just stick to what you believe in. Don't believe in the critics because when the critics talking when you're down, they'll be the same ones to congratulate you when you're up. And I just try to tell my teammates, the freshmen, pretty much everyone, don't get too high, don't get too low because when you're down, I mean, they go say a lot of negative things about you and they go say what you can do and this and that. But then when you winning, they go everything they said, they just go act like it never happened before. So, I mean, you got to just take the good with the bad. So I never get too high, never get too low. Treat everyone the same and just try to go out there and work each and every day in practice and each and every day in the game.
Where did that come from, or where did that start for you?
I mean, it started when I was younger. Pretty much when I got to high school, my dad and Coach Nick, AAU-wise, like Morgan Park, we used to win a lot. So like when we used to lose, people used to say like, "Oh, they're not winners," or "I wasn't a closer," or things of that nature. And my dad always tell me, "Never get too high, never get too low." And then, for example, when I got hurt my senior year, when I got hurt, everyone was saying like, "Just sit out, don't play, just go to college," like things of that nature. And then when I came back and won a state championship, it was the same people who were saying, "Oh, that was the greatest decision you ever made," things like that. So I just never get too high, never get too low. That's my dad just put it in me at a young age.
Was it a process to get to that mindset? I don't know that every kid who's 16 or 17 at the time has that mindset. Was it a process for you to kind of understand how important that was?
Yeah, I mean, it takes lots of failure. I mean, when you fail, lose games, go through hard times, you just sit and you listen. I mean, I think that to my inner circle, my dad, my aunts, aunties. I have a lot of great people in my circle that a lot of people aren't blessed with. So I'm blessed for that. But, yeah, my dad, coaches, they always been there for my mom and sister. So at a young age, they always taught me that. That's why when I have, a big game or hit a big shot, I never overlive the moment. It's good then and there. Then the next day I'm on to the next because I know the game of basketball can be taken away from you at any given time. So you got to just live in a moment.
How do you handle playing off those closing there's a different mentality playing both positions?
Yeah, I mean, that's the gift. We got 3 point guards on our team. So me and Trent, we both point guards. So me playing off the ball really doesn't matter because the way our offense runs, it always gets into that spot where I'm either going to pick and roll or not. But I can show how versatile I am, I guess. Me being a national point guard and then really playing off the ball and still succeeding. So, I mean, it's just growing up, I always played both positions.